Welcome back to a video, where we ironically talk about some bullshit. Starring No Bullshit himself. No Bullshit's style of entertainment is political. And the point here is to criticize, so don't get any funny ideas. That being said, let's dive in, balls first.
Hello and welcome back to No Bullshit. Today we're talking about yet another SJW takeover in gaming. This time it's the studio Naughty Dog, who's been injecting feminism and displacing male characters in its games a lot lately.
Injecting feminism into their games. How? By putting a tampon DLC, pre-order for a free abortion, or a silly pink hat. Again, how? Fucking how? And misplacing males? This should be interesting.
Here, Naughty Dog decided to introduce everyone to The Last of Us 2 by throwing a big fat girl-on-girl kiss right in our faces, for no goddamn reason.
Well, that escalated quickly. Ellie kissed a girl in the previous game. If anything, they are displaying that the girl is comfortable with her sexuality. A romance, a spoiler perhaps. And no goddamn reason. Honestly, you sound offended and scared. Starting your video off like a bigot isn't very smart.
That's not to say there's anything wrong with that, but couldn't they at least get some hotties involved here?
You backpedal and are condescending at the same time. Laughable. Honestly, you sound like a feminist.
Damn, did you see her girlfriend? Woof. Just woof.
Being a petty little bitch.
Hey, let's start off discussing Naughty Dog's SJW agenda in gaming by turning back to that lesbian kiss we saw at E3, which, again, to be clear, I of course have no problem with lesbians or kissing, but it does seem a little odd and in your face, doesn't it?
No, not really. Just you. Because you hate gays. That's the vibe I get from you. Nothing wrong with it, yet, ripping on it has been your focus for damn near a whole minute now.
Kind of cutscene you save for the game, I think. It would have been a nice surprise in a flashback or something, but Naughty Dog chose to trot out their lesbian agenda front and center.
Well, of course. It's impactful. Such in fact, you're talking about it. Jackass. And how would it be a surprise? We already know she's fucking gay.
I'm virtue signaling, saying, hey, we're Naughty Dog and we love the gay. That's not to say there's anything wrong with that. That's not to say there's anything wrong with that. That's not to say there's anything wrong with that.
Masculine fear. That's his problem. He's afraid of gays being normalized in society.
Naughty Dog is based in Santa Monica for starters, and we all know how Los Angeles and California are some of the most left-wing SJW places in the country. So from that alone and seeing this kiss, this lesbian agenda shouldn't be that surprising.
And a hardcore Donald Trump salad tosser like yourself having a problem with this is also no surprise. A fucking video game. Goodness.
Much like how Drake was pushed out of his own game in that last expansion, so too has the main character in The Last of Us been pushed out, in order to favor and focus on the lesbian girl character, who
No, the game wasn't just about him. It was about her too. She was part of the plot. That's like when Jill and Claire got their own Resident Evil games before Chris and Leon. Ellie, like those women, were part of the game. But not fucking Ashley, from Resident Evil 4. This game is obviously about her and her life. Get over it.
about Uncharted again, one more time before we move on because, well, it looks like Naughty Dog is setting that franchise up to be taken over by girls too. They made it pretty clear that the Uncharted franchise has all but come to an end, with that girl-led Lost Legacy expansion I mentioned being possibly the last entry. But just in case, Naughty Dog has also set up Nathan Drake's kid as a possible candidate to take over the franchise if they decide to start a new series or reboot it or something. And guess what gender Drake's daughter is? Oh wait, whoops. I guess the cat's out of the bag. Yeah, Drake has a girl kid who may or may not be taking over the series. And frankly, I wouldn't be surprised if this girl turned out to be a lesbian too. Nothing would surprise me at this point.
Adding a girl didn't destroy Call of Duty. Infinity War did. If adding a girl ruins the gameplay, then Lord help us. And I can't take you seriously anymore. It's like you want a bunch of women to kick your ass. You are terrible. But hey, Trump supporters hate women.
Talk about The Last of Us 2 again, because not only did they have an over-the-top lesbian kiss right in the forefront of their E3 presentation, they also had a bull-dyke lesbian YouTuber. Why do they keep putting lesbians into everything?